Hey everybody, welcome. Thanks for stopping in. I really appreciate you watching my video. My name is Mark Johnson, and I'm here today to deliver another movie review. The movie I'll be reviewing today is End of the Road. It is a 2022 film release through Netflix. It is directed by Melissa Stevens and is written by Donald J. Moore and David Laugherty. In this high-octane action thriller, a cross-country road trip becomes a highway to hell for Brenda and her family. Alone in the New Mexico desert, they have to fight for their lives when they become the targets of a mysterious killer. So at the start of this film, we are introduced to Brenda, and Brenda is played by Queen Latifah. And we see that she is going through some struggles, specifically financially. And we don't necessarily know why. We just kind of have an understanding that, she's not able to pay for the things that she needs at the moment. And then we come to find out that she has two kids, Cam and Kelly. They're definitely not happy for whatever reason. They're just not happy when we first are introduced to them. And we come to find out that the father of this family has passed away from cancer-like illness, and they are forced to move. They live in California currently, but they're gonna take the move and move to Texas. So they pack, things are ready to go. It comes to the last day, and they're just kind of doing the walkthrough, and they're kind of reminiscing on what their life was like in this home. At a certain point, Reggie shows up, which is played by Ludacris, which is Brenda's brother, and he's going to help them with this move and go with them on this trip. And so this whole family comes together to make this move. And again, like I said, not everyone's is happy about it, but it's something that they're kind of forced to do. And so as this trip kind of begins, everyone's kind of isolated with their devices. Some listen to music, some are playing video games. Just kind of everyone's kind of doing their own thing. And at a certain point, Brenda kind of tries to break that up and kind of get the family talking, communicating, trying to make this trip like a bonding situation, so that when they get to their destination, they can feel a little bit more secure in the sense that they have family. They're all together. And as we see this trip continue, much like any other thing, there's detours, and they are forced to take a detour, which kind of puts them off the track that they had created, through Google Maps or whatever. And it sends them to a gas station that, kind of gives you some vibes that they're not wanted, being that they're a black family. And Brenda kind of feels this. There's a little interaction with some locals that happens with Kelly that kind of triggers something that kind of gives you a sense of what this trip from this point could be. But at the same time, it just kind of really just an omen. It just really just becomes an omen until they get to the hotel, which is not the hotel that they scheduled to be in, but a hotel that, because of the detour, they found that if they stay here overnight, they can make up some time the next day. So they stay there, and in the middle of the night, there is some rumbling going on in the hotel room next to them. Being Brenda is a nurse, she tries to, make an effort to help out, and come to find out, we find a dead body, and now they're involved in a case of being that they are eyewitnesses to the situation. They're trying to get as much information from them so that they can go about their way and not necessarily have to take more time than needed because they got involved. Okay, pretty simple. But at that point, the story takes a little detour itself, and becomes a little more complicated for them. But they continue on. Their journey continues on, and this case kind of is luring in the back, trying to bring them back. And so from that point in the story, it kind of, again, it takes a detour in a sense, and just kind of goes on this crazy ride, because now they're involved in something that they have no idea where it's going to go or lead to. And also, they were just trying to be good Samaritans, if anything. And so in that sense, for this film, End of the Road, a 2022 film release through Netflix, I'm giving it a solid 3. I think it was well worth my time, to watch this. watch this film, you know, giving other people an opportunity to show their acting chops, you know, like Queen Latifah, in the sense of being that action, or being able to hold herself in an action type film. And again, it's not that long, so it's not really taking a whole lot of your time. And if you just want to be entertained, I think this film would entertain most people. So yeah, that has been my review for End of the Road, a 2022 film release through Netflix, directed by Melissa Stevens, written by Donald J. Moore and David Logarty. Yeah, if you like this review, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing with the channel, make sure to subscribe. And if you want to comment about this movie, or if you want to comment and suggest a movie that I watch and review on this channel, make sure to leave all of that in the comment box below. And then lastly, if you don't want to miss any of my upcoming reviews or other content, make sure to, and that way you will be notified on my next coming drops. So again, that has been my review for End of the Road, a 2022 film release. Again, I appreciate you watching my video, and like we always do at this time, have a blessed day. I will see you on the flip side. Let's go.